think we're live. Let me close this door. Hold on. Y'all, we have some things to get into. Hold on. Okay. Hello. It is, it's still Oscar Sunday. I don't really have much for the occasion other than this. As you can see, this is a Rocky t-shirt with Apollo. Wait. No, this is a Rocky shirt with Mr. T and Rocky. And you know who's part of the Rocky franchise? Creed. You know who is Creed? Michael B. Jordan, aka Academy Award winner. I would like to... This thing is broken because I broke it in a TikTok I made. I would like to thank the judges for picking me, my parents who I love. I love you, Houston. Anyways. Excuse me. I'm sick. I'm still recovering from a few days ago. I had a fever, and I'm still not 100% yet. But I'm still ready to do this. Let me think. I need to find something else to push my hair back. Hold on. Okay. You know, I have a lot of things to say. But let me find my one thing I was going to find. Oh, yes. Here it is. Okay. Here it is. It's okay. It's okay. Just mess with that later. It's whatever. I can't see. Just keep it on. Okay, this other area, right over the Nosferatu one, I want to put a Frankenstein one over here. Somewhere over there. Whenever I get the chance. I just need to find a good Frankenstein poster. Now, let's see. Hello to the people joining. Now, let me see. What do I want to talk about specifically? You know what? I'm going to start off with the... Okay. I will say this. I was just thinking about this actually like an hour ago, but for new subscribers, in case you all didn't know, I actually made a Oscars video on this channel back in 2021. It was titled "Let Me Host the Oscars," and I gave a bunch of reasons why I should host the Academy Awards, me as a 20-year-old, saying like, I have all the qualifications to do this taxing job. You need to engage with your audience, but also be conscious of the political and like social landscape, everything like that. And now thinking back and then watching Conan O'Brien's cold open and then his monologue, and I'm thinking, I cannot do what he did. I don't think, well, obviously wasn't qualified to host an award show back then. It's still definitely not now. But anyway, I can wish. It's whatever. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh yes, the cold open. The way that, to all of you, if you haven't seen the ceremony, this is all probably just like white noise to you, but I have this to get off my chest. But such a creative way to do the cold open, like to manage to cross over between all of the, well, almost, if not all of the Best Picture nominees. I think excluding the Secret Agent and Train Dreams. Anyway, but the cold open was him, this Conan dressed up as Aunt Gladys, and then it was him being chased by all the children and like running through all of the different scenes and all the different Best Picture nominees, except Begonia. Begonia was not included in the cold open, but so creative. I don't think I'd be able to pull that off. Well, of course not. Conan O'Brien is gonna do what he's gonna do, and yeah, I think he's just really good at like physical comedy, and then also with his comedy in general. I mean, hosting an award show is not easy, and I know that now, even though I have no real concept of what that could even entail. But I just finished watching his monologue, and yeah, the audience is not audiencing. They were really not responding to his jokes, but then he even said like some of these jokes were just for me, and that's that's how I feel sometimes about me, because you don't need to find it funny. If I think it's funny, that's all I really need to sell me on it. That's all I really need to say the joke in the first place. Yeah. The other thing I must say about, I just knew, like, Timothy Chalamet, I really think, I'm really nervous. I'm just nervous and overall, but I just knew when he made those comments about ballet and opera, I knew it was going to be pushed right back in his face. At the Academy Award, and I stood corrected. They were playing in his face, and I just don't know. It's like when you have celebrity status, just having like a simple dismissive opinion about like whatever sport or whatever art or whatever movie that you may not particularly attach yourself with, then like, and then it gets blown out of proportion, it gets exacerbated, and then people weigh in on it. And I really feel like this has really been blown out of proportion. Like everybody and their mom is giving their opinion on this, saying like, well, this is my opinion on ballet, and this is my opinion on opera, and this is my opinion on Chalamet as an actor. It's just like, okay, sure. And I saw one comment that was saying like his comment was something that any of us would have made in private, but because he said it in an interview, it's now broadcasted on a global scale, which is, what are you gonna do? I'm sure his publicist was just like, why? Yeah. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. Okay, I'm gonna quickly recap the winners and then some of the films. Wait, actually, let me recap all the Best Picture films that I have seen. So I think I can name... No. Can I name all of them? No. I don't think I can. Let me look up a list real quick, everyone. Hello to the people that are now joining. I'm about to list off the Best Picture nominees, and I'm about to talk about that. Okay. Hold on. All right, so the Best Picture nominees are as follows. So we have One Battle After Another, Begonia, Frankenstein, F1, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Now, I have seen 7 out of the Best Picture nominees. I haven't seen Sentimental Value yet. I finished watching The Secret Agent today, actually. And I had Train Dreams spoiled for me. I don't know if I'm going to end up watching it. I might get around to watching F1. Maybe, I don't know. But let me you want me to see what that says? You want to see what that says? You want to see what that says? That says Frankenstein. And that was the one thing that I was really rooting for. And it did. It did win a few. So, really happy about that. Gosh, I look terrible with those glasses on. Okay, let me see what else. Oh yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson winning Best Picture. No. Oh yeah, I guess we will get to that later. But he won Best Director for One Battle After Another. I don't think I did a recap on this channel. I did do the Golden Globes. I forgot what I said in that. Anyway, that was a while ago. But I don't know. For so many of these award shows, I really feel like the Golden Globes are the precursor to the Academy Awards. And it's just like if an actor wins in this category at the Golden Globes, then they're most likely to win for the Academy Awards. But that hasn't really necessarily been the case. They've kind of been switching it up. Like, it's been different at the BAFTAs, the Golden Globes, and so forth. So that was a little bit unexpected. I think Hamnet won. Did it win Best Picture at the Golden Globes? Best Drama? I don't remember. But as far as I'm aware, Hamnet only won one award, Miss Jessie Buckley. You know what? I was already like, when Miss Mikey Madison got on stage and listed all the nominees, I'm already like, get on that stage, Jessie Buckley, right now. And you know what? She did. I stand corrected. Speaking of which, I just saw The Bride a few days ago, and you know, excuse me. I was really anticipating The Bride, and I wonder how they're going to market the movie now that she has now won the Academy Award for it. Like, if they're going to lead with her most recent win, and then that's going to propel people to go to the theater to see The Bride, but I'm not sure. I was really surprised that Hamnet only won one award. But then in retrospect, when I think about all the other nominees, people were saying, like, is Hamnet necessarily the villain of the Oscar season? I would say no. It's still a really great provoking film. And oh wait, Paul Mescal wasn't nominated. No. He was there. He was in attendance. Okay, I'm kind of being spontaneous right now. Let's see what else. Yes. How can I forget? Let's see. K-pop Demon Hunters was a big winner at the Academy Awards, winning Best Original Song and then Best Animated Feature, beating out Zootopia 2, Elio, Argo, and then there was another one. I don't remember. But that just goes to show that, I mean, I'm just talking about, like, the main person for the film, Miss EJ, who I think I watched a video a couple months ago of her saying, like, she wanted to really be in K-pop, she wanted to be in a K-pop group, and she auditioned, trained really hard for it, didn't get the part, and she felt really disappointed by it. Then she became a songwriter and wrote songs for all these big K-pop groups. And now look at where she's at now. She has an Academy Award for K-pop Demon Hunters. Amazing. You know, you may think you may think where, hold on, what am I saying? You may think you know what your path is going to be, but sometimes life will redirect you. Yeah. Let's see what else. Okay. Um, Sentimental Value won Best International Feature, which I have not seen yet, and I will watch it eventually. I'm very intrigued by it. And yeah, I was because it was Just an Accident, which was the I think the France's submission, or was it Iran's submission? The director is from Iran, but it won the Palme d'Or at Cannes last year. And I was thinking it was Just an Accident, but it did not win. It did not win. Okay. But I am happy nonetheless that Sentimental Value won. I do feel like I'm gonna get like very emotionally distressed by that movie. Let's see what else. Oh, the Sinner's performance. Okay, I've already talked about this in the Golden Globes recap video I did. But the scene that sold me, that really told me, okay, that's what this movie is about. That's where this is what the director is trying to tell us with this film is the juke joint dance slash club scene. No, not even club. I'm gonna just say juke joint. The juke joint dance scene with all like the blend of, excuse me, like the blend of culture and music and all the different people from different backgrounds coming together and being in harmony and being like just being accepting of other people's culture and like the way they make music and everything. Like that was the scene that hooked me into it. And they kind of recreated that scene on the Oscar stage, and I'm like, raise the roof. Okay, let's see what else. Oh yes, Autumn. Let's see, Autumn Durald Arkapaw. I think that's what her name is. Won or is the first woman to win Best Cinematography, and that made a lot more sense when she asked all the female nominees in the room to stand up. Because I remember Frances McDormand did that one year. I forget which award show it was, or which year it was, rather. But and it's this ceremony has been going on for 98 years, and she's the first woman to win for Best Cinematography. That's a record. All right, let's see what else. Oh, there have been 7 ties in Oscar history. Yes, that's right. There was a tie for live action short film. 2 people exchanging saliva in The Singers. I was really confused. I'm like, is Kumail Nanjiani making a joke right now? Or is he being for real? And I guess that's what happened. So yeah, I did not see. Oh, really? The last one was in 2013 when Skyfall and Zero Dark 30 both won in the category of Best Sound Editing. Oh, there's another tie in 1969 with Katharine Hepburn and Barbra Streisand. Best Actress. Really? Okay. Yeah, Katharine Hepburn is the record. She has 4. No one has beaten her record yet. Let's see. I have seen 2 people exchanging saliva. That's the one short film I have seen. It is on YouTube. It is go free. I was about to say, like, it's free. You can go watch it and mix them together at the same time. It's free on YouTube. It's like 36 minutes. I mean, I'd watch it again. But it's like a science fiction kind of short film where kissing is illegal and any transactions are paid for by minute acts of violence. So everyone's just walking around with like bloody noses and like they got bruises on their cheeks because it's like, well, you want this handbag? Well, that's gonna cost 32 slaps on your face. Which, a concept. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Editing, one battle after another one, best editing. I thought F1 was gonna make it or was gonna take it, but okay. Um, yeah, F1 also won for sound as well. I noticed Brad Pitt was not in attendance. I didn't even see if the director made it, but I think Damson Idris and then Carrie Condon were in attendance for the ceremony. Oh well. Sinners won best original. Excuse me. Sinners won original score. We do like to see it. Now, rare Oscars, hectic moments. Oh yeah, that's right. That was not expecting that. The memoriam segment was really well done. I think Rachel McAdams came out to commemorate Diane Keaton, and then Barbara Streisand came out to commemorate Robert Redford, and then Billy Crystal came out to commemorate Rob Reiner. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need to rewatch The Princess Bride. I watched it a long time ago, but it's due for a rewatch, I think. Now, okay, All the Empty Rooms documentary short. I have not seen that. I'm not sure where I can watch it. Avatar Fire and Ash visual effects. I did go to the theater to see Avatar. And you know what? I think I liked it a little bit more than Way of Water. Is it still really long? Of course. It's a James Cameron Avatar feature. I wouldn't expect anything less. Well, how was I pulled into the story more than I was with Way of Water? Absolutely. Now, okay, let's see. Oh, okay, Frankenstein won production design, makeup and hairstyling, and then costume design. I say, Kate Hawley, that Academy Award is yours. And I stand corrected. I am going to say this more than one time. If you know me in my real life and you heard me talk about Frankenstein, no, you didn't. I just need to get this off my chest. Like, I saw Frankenstein on Halloween night in a limited theater, and there was only like 4 people in there. And I just remember I was really looking forward to Frankenstein for a very long time. Even when there's like an inkling of information about it, I'm like, Del Toro's gonna remake Frankenstein. I was like, oh, what'd you say now? You are? Oh, okay. I'm sad. And I saw it on Halloween night, and then I saw it with a classmate that Monday. I saw it again in the theater. That does not happen. The last time that happened was with Barbie. Crazy. But yeah, I think Frankenstein. No, I still need to give it some time. I will rewatch it eventually. But yeah. I don't know. There's just so many things I really liked about it. And really that the time just passes by like really quickly for me. Yeah, I could go on, but I'm not going to get into all of that. Now, let's see what else. Okay, original screenplay, Sinners won. Okay. I thought that Sentimental Value was going to win. I don't know why. I hadn't even seen it yet. And then One Battle After Another won Best Adapted Screenplay. Which, like, okay, sure. Which I will talk about One Battle After Another later. Okay, here we go. Best supporting actor. Whew. Okay. This really surprised me. Really surprised me. I did not see this coming. I mean, okay, so Sean Penn won for his role as excuse me. Sean Penn won Best Supporting Actor for his role as Colonel Lockjaw from One Battle After Another. His performance was it's so hard to say because his character was so unlikable, but he put on such a good performance, and he can act. He can act. Okay. Like, this is his, let's see, he's won 2 leading roles. This is his 3rd one. He has 3 Academy Awards now. I think Jack Nicholson also has 3 as well. I believe so. Anyway, I was watching this YouTube recap video, I think a day or 2 ago, and this person was saying that your character doesn't have to be likable, they just have to be interesting. And that's how I feel about Colonel Lockjaw. Oh my gosh, I remember my reaction, like the last scene in One Battle After Another. I'm about to spoil the movie. Okay, you've been warned. The last scene. Oh man, he was like, I really done my duty. I've done my job, and now I'm being promoted to have my own office. Boop, you thought. And they did that. Conan spoofed that moment at the end of the ceremony, which I didn't even see it coming. But now in retrospect, I'm thinking, come on, you could have seen it coming. You knew it was there. Yeah. I thought Stellan was gonna win for Best Supporting Actor because he won at the Golden Globes, and Frankenstein only got 1 acting nomination, and it was for Jacob for The Creature. And I never thought I would say this, but I never thought I'd be rooting for Elordi to win anything, but I was definitely rooting for him to win. I didn't think he was gonna win, but nevertheless, I was rooting for him. Because, yes, he will be, let's see, terrorizing our screens as Nate Jacobs in a few weeks in Euphoria. I'm so very excited for Euphoria coming out, which... put your seatbelts on is what I'm going to say. Yeah. Yeah, surprised to see that. I thought that Stellan was going to win, and he didn't. Anyway, and he was Sean Penn didn't even show up for the ceremony. Oh well. Okay, let's see. What's next? Live action short. Yep, we already talked about that. As it got a tie. Let's see what's next. This is really... It's not really loading right now. Okay, best casting. Casting for One Battle After Another won for best casting. It was the first category ever. Or it's the new category introduced at the Oscars this year. And honestly, would not have been my first pick. Because I just watched The Secret Agent today. And that one is more prevalent in my mind right now. But the casting director for The Secret Agent, I think The Secret Agent was nominated for casting. Yes, because Wagner Moura was on stage talking about the casting director. That's right. Let's see. Yeah. Honestly, One Battle was not my first pick. I probably would have gone with The Secret Agent because it takes place in the 70s in Brazil. You have to do like a lot of go through a lot of people to find the people that really like fit that time period. And I don't know, you like find the voice and like the look, the demeanor, like everything. I don't know, to me that was really impressive with the casting for The Secret Agent, because it looked like a lot of those people didn't even seem like actors to me. They just seemed like people that just fit the part, but weren't necessarily trained actors. I don't know. I didn't really look that much into it. Okay, let's see. What is the next one? Yes, costume design for Frankenstein. That's right. Oh, is it Anna Wintour's first Oscars appearance? Really? Oh yeah, this year I'm gonna get into Anne Hathaway's filmography this year. She's gonna have a big year this year. Like her and Zendaya, I think. Like they're both in the Odyssey this year. And The Devil Wears Prada 2 is coming out. And then Verity, the Colleen Hoover adaptation, is in October, I think. Right, okay. And then there is the like A24 Mother Mary film coming out in April. I'm very nervous for that. I'm very nervous. I'm very intrigued. Don't get it wrong, but I don't really know what to think of it. So yeah. Let's see what's next. Animated short. Did not watch that. I did watch K-pop Demon Hunters, as I've already discussed on this channel. I'm kind of glad that K-pop won, even though Zootopia 2 I thought would have been like the obvious choice. But I think Zootopia won Best Animated Feature back in like 2017, so yeah, Zootopia is already appreciated, as is, and we already know that. Okay, so for Best Supporting Actress, let's see. Amy Madigan won for Weapons. Now, honestly, I was really rooting for her. I was really rooting for Amy to win. And I think this is only like the 4th or 5th like time that a horror film has been recognized at the Academy Awards, so we do like to see it. Yeah. Okay, slight spoilers for Weapons I'm about to say right now. Okay, you've been warned. So, the Aunt Gladys's death, watching that in the theater, has to be one of the most memorable character deaths I've ever seen on screen. Like, the scene of all those children running after her, and then they all just tear at her face, at her skin and bone, and just completely obliterate her is one of the most unique character deaths I've ever seen. Like, wow. Truly something. It's truly something you got to see to believe, truly. Okay, let's see what's next. While I am a Tiana Taylor fan, she was recognized. Was important. Now let's see what else. Yeah, Brad Pitt did not show up for F1. I wonder what he was doing. He's already been to the ceremony plenty of times. Anyway, what am I looking for next? Should we just talk about like, okay, so we've done Best Supporting Actor, Supporting Actress, and then what's the next thing? Okay, I'm just gonna get into Best Actor. Okay, Okay, so yes, Michael B. Jordan did win for Sinners. But to me, I don't know if he was the obvious. Well, hold on. Let me reframe that. So let me see. So I've seen Wagner Moore and The Secret Agent, Timothy Chalamet and Marty Supreme, which we'll talk about that later. And then Leonardo for One Battle. Yeah, wait, was there another one? I can't think of it right now. Oh yeah, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon. Anyways, I really thought Timothy was gonna win because, like, okay, listen, I had a great time with Marty Supreme. I really did. I I really enjoy him as an actor, and I'm just really curious to see what he does next. Like he goes from Wonka to going to being Lisan Al Gaib to being a ping pong player. Like he really committed. He really committed to the part. Um, kind of surprised it went home empty-handed. I can't believe it. Man, excuse me. Whew. Wow. Um. Whew. Wow. Marty Supreme really went home with nothing. Um. Yeah, I really thought it was gonna be a tie between Timothy Chalamet and then. Oh my gosh, there's another actor that I'm thinking of, who was in the Best Actor or like who's nominated for leading actor that I can't think of right now, that I haven't named already. Oh gosh, I can't think of it. And this page is just really slow right now. Okay, I cannot pick it up right now. Um yeah, but Michael won for Best Leading Actor. You know, I'm surprised, but I'm very satisfied with it. That's my Adonis Creed, okay? Yeah. There's just a thing with, like, if you play twins in a movie, I mean, come on. One of them is gonna get, at least by the end, okay? Let me think of some other twins. I'm not talking about The Parent Trap. I haven't seen The Parent Trap yet. But let me think about it. Okay, so Adaptation, which is a Spike Jonze movie. Nicolas Cage plays twins, and then, spoiler, one of them does die. And then, oh my gosh. There's some other movies where one actor plays twins. Well, I'm also thinking about like What Happened to Monday and Numi Rapace. I think that's how you say her last name. Plays like 7 sisters. Talk about an acting achievement. What Happened to Monday? It's on Netflix. But even just playing twins in a film and then having to do the scenes over and over again, and like the visual effects and everything, like it's a lot. It's a lot. You have to memorize both pairs of lines. You have to film the scenes over and over. And then not to mention you have to change out of the costumes, and then you kind of have to change your demeanor a little bit to match up the differences in the character. Like, oh, who's my best friend? Smoke a Stack. That's my best friend. Okay. What else was I gonna look at? Okay. Best leading actress. Okay, so let's see. Emma Stone for Begonia. Who else am I think? I cannot. This freaking thing is so slow. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on here. Yeah, Jessie Buckley and Hamnet. Obviously. I mean, I knew, like, she has been, like, sweeping the award season for Hamnet. Like, come on. I knew she was gonna win. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Renata Rensby for Sentimental Value. She was nominated. Again, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, but I enjoy the work that I have seen her in. And she's going to be starring in a new film with Sebastian Stan. Okay, move along. I think it's going to be called Fjord. I think they're done filming. I think, but I think it's coming out later this year. So I'm looking forward to Fjord. That's coming out. Okay. Let me just get right down to it. I'll just get right down to it. Best Picture went to One Battle After Another. I mean, like, sure, I guess. Like, it was a top contender in the Academy Awards for a reason, but... Oh, I just saw your comment. Can you explain the ballet tip? Okay. I just saw your comment. Sorry. So, yes, I can explain it. So, sorry for not reading it earlier. I don't know when you posted that, but Timothy did an interview with Matthew McConaughey a few weeks ago, and he had past collaborators interview him on his career. So he had Denis Villeneuve and Matthew McConaughey. Wait. Oh, Christopher Nolan interviewed him as well, because, like, Interstellar. Amazing film. And then, I forget exactly what the context was, but they were talking about art, and then he said some dismissive he said some dismissive comment about ballet and opera, saying that nobody cares about these art forms anymore. They're hundreds of years old. It's... Look, this part I'm paraphrasing. This is not verbatim what he said. But he said something to the effect of ballet and opera isn't really something that people care about anymore. It's an old art. Something to that effect. And truly, this is what I mean. Like, because he's on a platform saying an opinionated comment like that any of us probably would have said in our private conversations and would have got off scot-free with it. But because you're on CNN or wherever you're at talking about this, of course it's going to get broadcasted everywhere. So, yeah, so that's why Conan O'Brien was making some... Dude, he's playing in his face at the Academy Awards, and they had a ballet... I can't believe it. I'd be so embarrassed. I could not face it. I could not face it. If I were to say something like that and I would show my face at the Academy Awards, I'm like, oh, so you said you didn't like tennis? Oh, we're going to have Serena and Venus Williams get up here and then smack some tennis balls around. How about that? You say you don't like tennis? Well, you have another thing coming. Or I would have preferred Zendaya get up on stage and be like, I want to see a good game of tennis right now. Yeah. No. Let's see. Oh yeah, Best Picture. I hope that explained everything. Something like that. But yeah, Best Picture. Okay, so I've seen 7 out of the 10 nominees. Yes, One Battle won, but like, Sinner was right there. Was Hamnet Oscar bait? No. They didn't make a movie just so it will get nominated for an Academy Award. It's a really great movie, and it just so happened to be nominated for an Academy Award. That's usually how it goes. Like, you make a good film, then I'll decide if you should get an Oscar. How about that? Don't try and make a film that checks all the boxes of what all the voters are looking for. No. You make a good film, you talk to me later. So, gosh. Yeah, both parents told me that they're both interested in seeing it. But when I saw One Battle on opening night, a few people walked out within the first 30 minutes of the movie because I don't know what you were expecting. You saw DiCaprio, and that's it. Are you not familiar with what Paul Thomas Anderson does? Have you seen The Master? Have you seen Boogie Nights? Have you seen Licorice Pizza? Have you seen There Will Be Blood? Like, da 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 da. Like, Phantom Thread. Could you imagine, like, someone's first exposure to PTA was Phantom Thread, and then they saw One Battle? What a shock to your system that must have been. Yeah. Okay, but I guess to look at it in a more broader sense, since One Battle does tackle, like, it does tackle immigration and having rights to protect your body and whatever you may want to do with that. Governments may or may not be able to control what you do with your body. There's a certain phrase that's coming to mind, but I'm not going to say it here. But yeah, I still enjoyed One Battle. Of course I did. But like Sinners was, it's okay. Moonlight won Best Picture. It's fine. It's fine. A black director won Best Picture. It's a black centered story. It's fine. It's not like this is a huge loss or anything. Sinners is going to be recognized from decades to come. Yeah, but I don't know. I just really wasn't expecting One Battle to win. I mean, I'm happy that it won, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still very perplexed at the decision. I'm sure many months from now I'll be at peace with it. I mean, even in comparison to last year, Anora won Best Picture. But then I was thinking, like, The Brutalist, though. Like, Brutalist is a 3-hour film. It's like, wow, The Brutalist is such a, like, heavy film, but it's so, like, excellently made, and there's just so much commentary within that film. But Anora does have a more likable aspect to it compared to The Brutalist. I mean, The Brutalist is a very tough and depressing watch. But at its heart, The Brutalist is an immigrant story. Like, it's about this, I think he's from Hungary, Laszlo, and he comes to America, and like the whole idea of the film is it debunks the American dream. Flip it around, it's the American myth. People come to America, they think that they're going to work hard, they're going to get these great opportunities, and they can achieve whatever they want. But then Laszlo gets to America, he wants to become an architect, and it turns out it doesn't really turn out the way that he expects it to. And you see that shot in the beginning, or in one of the beginning scenes of The Brutalist, the Statue of Liberty is flipped upside down. As you can probably tell, I've done my fair share of film analysis on that movie. But yeah, Anora was definitely not what I expected to win Best Picture. But did you think Wicked was gonna win? Come on. Come on. I did enjoy Wicked. Of course. Of course I enjoyed Wicked. Come on. But that's a separate video. I'm not gonna talk about Wicked. No. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of Nora, Mikey Madison, she will be in the Social Reckoning, I think coming out later this year. A sequel to The Social Network, I guess. Yeah, so we'll be looking forward to that. I think I've been going live on here for quite a bit. Yeah. Yes, she didn't get anything. She didn't get anything at the Academy Awards. I know. Her and Cynthia performed. Oh, wait, did I don't know if I shed tears. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you all if I did or not. But they did win a Grammy this year. They did win a Grammy. So I guess that all makes up for it. Yeah, maybe one day Ariana will win. I'm always rooting for Ariana. Yeah. Gosh, I've already seen her on tour. It's fine. Would I like to go to the Eternal Sunshine tour? Of course. But no. I don't think that's gonna be able to. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah. I'm not sure. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm sorry for talking your ear off. I hope I tried to make this somewhat engaging, but this is really just a pedestal for me to just say whatever mess was on my mind. This is very not organized or anything. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I think this will probably be the last live video I make on this channel. Probably in a long time. Because, well, if you're watching this, I am planning to take a break sometime. Either, like, a hiatus or maybe an indefinite hiatus. Like, after I get these other rounds of videos planned and uploaded. Yeah, that's going to be many, many months from now. Many, many months from now. But yeah, I think that's all for me. Sorry again for being ridiculous. But I'm editing the Deadbeat video. That should be up in the next few days. Yeah. I'm gonna sign off here. You all have a good night. Stay safe.